Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, this is Best in Slot, and welcome to a video 6 years in the making. This is the Prehistoric Kingdom Alpha, just released today for people who backed the Kickstarter or indeed on the Critivo website. It is an alpha, we're talking about a lack of content, definitely some bugs and stuff like that, but on a fundamental level the game works, and we can finally build ourselves a little dinosaur park. Very excited to bring this content to you guys. The first thing we're going to do for this video, I'm just going to build a small mini park that has basically every different mechanic folded into it, so you guys get a really good feel for what is currently possible in the Prehistoric Kingdom Alpha. After that, what we'll do is we'll build an actual proper zoo with a little bit more design work, and then we'll probably do some fairly crazy stuff. It is an alpha, there's only 6 animals in it at the moment. I don't want to get it all rushed in right at the start. We're going to take our time and enjoy this thing. So, let's get started. Here we are with our lovely Crowny the sauropod entrance there. A little visitor tunnel, and we're going to just grab our path tool. Let's go for what we're feeling today. I'm in a modern cobblestone kind of mood. I'm going to make a slightly bigger path. We're just going to go like this. Boop. Good booping. And put down our path. It's nice to have a little bit of a snapping angle on, I find. Anyways, that'll do. Like I said, we're not going to build anything very complex today. So, let's get our basic infrastructure on board. These are our humans. One of them is terrifying, as you shall very soon see. By the way, there's a camera mode, and it's incredible. And it's this guy here. I'm sorry, devs. I have to showcase this guy, okay? Every time I see him, he breaks my heart and my soul. Anyway, so the first thing we are going to do, we're going to go into park infrastructure, and we're going to get some basics down. We need an animal nursery. And these you don't have to attach to a path or anything, maybe you will in the future, but now we can kind of chuck them over there in the forest like a secret InGen facility, which is pretty cool. And it also needs some power, so we're just going to grab a industrial power plant. Makes the most power, but we've also got wind turbines and solar panels if you want things that are a little bit less obnoxious for your guests. But again, we can kind of hide this in the middle of nowhere. As I say, this is an alpha, a lot is going to change across the course of this game, but the basics, the Prehistoric Kingdom-ness is kind of already there. Right, so let's hop into this hatchery. Let's check out some of these dinosaurs. It's a nursery, not a hatchery. So we have 6 dinosaurs, 5 here, and of course the Microraptor, which I'll show you later on into the video. We have a Tyrannosaurus Rex, which comes in 2 unfeathered varieties, and a beautiful Brumal feathered variety, which I think is the dinosaur we're going to have for today's video, because it'll be better for the thumbnail. And we also have a Tyrannosaurus Batar, which is actually a Tarbosaurus, basically. It's pretty cool. We also have Lambeos, wait, this is Edmontosaurus. We also have Edmontosaurus, 3 different subspecies, Regalis, Anectans, and of course, Cookbekensis. Always there. And you can see there are slight differences between the two in the crest, and what's the difference between these two? Size. Anectans is substantially larger. Cookbekensis is a little boy. That's a weird sentence. Lambeosaurus, absolutely beautiful. This part of this skin right here might be my favourite skin in the entire game. I love how this looks. And we've got some really nice one, Equine, and then of course Cosmic, if you wanted your dinosaurs to be a bit trippier, which I do. We have a Styracosaurus with a few skins as well. Love this psychedelic one. Probably I just like the trippy skins. Who knew? This one's really nice as well. And we have a Nasutoceratops. There we go. Love that crest. Look at that crest design. That's beautiful. I've not actually played with the Nasuto yet. So we have all those dinosaurs. If we hop off here, open our nursery, you'll see there is Hasun or Tyrannosaurus ready to be added. But you can't just stick a T-Rex down in the middle of bloody nowhere. We have to make an exhibit. So let's do just that. Like I said, we'll keep things very basic for today, and then we'll start to mix things up in the future. I just really want to show you guys everything, basically. Everything that there is. So, we're going to make a big-ass glass wall. And it's a Rex, so we should probably get some concrete in here, I'd say. And we're just going to make that curvy. Boop. Go straight up there. Let's see, we're going to turn off the snapping angle for a little bit. Same deal over here. Really easy to swap between building modes. You just press the C key. Bam, look at that. Bam, and the dirt is gone, as they say in an advert with nothing to do with Prehistoric Kingdom. There we go. Very simple little habitat. Very, very much too small for a Tyrannosaurus Rex as well, but that's neither here nor there. So, let's look at what we can do to make that habitat look a little bit more interesting. Well, we have all these standard sort of manipulation of the earth tools. If you ever wanted to be an earthly god and control the terrain over itself, you can do that. It's very exciting. Maybe you want like a little, maybe like a little lower section over here where we'll have, oh my god, where we'll have the watering hole. So we'll sink that into the ground there, and we'll grab our water tool. You see it's got several depths, which is pretty cool. It goes up to 6 meters, or 0.5. Does that every now and again. It's kind of a pain. And we can place calm water, rough water, muddy water, and we can also choose the size of the brush. Just stick that in there, lovely stuff. If we want to go a little bit deeper, we should be able to do that right there in the middle. Yeah, there you go. And I think we'll hop back over here. I'm going to do some smoothing out. Smooth it out. Just make sure our Rexes can tumble down the hill nicely. They can Jack and Jill it, as they say. Did they say that? I don't know. They should. So we got ourselves a little watering hole. Okay. Exhibit done, right? Wrong. I'm very excited. There's more to do. So we have our landscaping brush. At the moment, these are our 4 tropical options. Oh, well, I've not even messed up with these. So we've got tropical, we've got temperate, we've got wetland. We've got a few. There's a few not available yet. These over the left, these over the right. But these 4 in the middle all work, and you see we've got all these different options. If you want to build a different type of environment, I think we're going to stick with the this one for now. This is the tropical, maybe a bit of stone in the middle there. One thing I really do like about this is the ease of use, yes, but you can kind of... So if I put some sand there, right, and that's fine, but maybe I want to blend these together a little bit. What we can do is we can lower that intensity, we can grab our grass brush, and we can kind of just blend the textures together in this much more natural way where the sand kind of fades out into the grass and it just looks more natural. You're going to hear me say natural a lot and thematic, I'm sure. But yeah, you see what I mean? And maybe we want some substrate in there to mix things up a little bit over here. Let's give our whole thing a little shebang of texture. A bit more of there and then a little bit less over there. Maybe a little bit of rock as well, just go mental. I've gone crazy. I can't be stopped. Maybe there's a little rocky bit over there. Who knows, folks? Who knows? I do, because there is. There we go. But we're not done quite yet. No, we can make it more interesting. We've got one more tab, and it's the vegetation tab. This is the landscaping vegetation brush. It is a thing of godliness. All video games in the future should include it automatically because it's the best thing in the world. I will show you why. So, one of the things about park builders, and I'm going to do some comparisons to Planet Zoo because the game does feel Planet Zoo-ish in some ways. Although it's been in development for 6 years, so that's never here nor there. One of the things a park builder really has to balance is the ability to do pretty exhibits really quickly and also go really in-depth and in detail. So if you want to make a really cool forest super quickly, so we're here on tropical, and these are the different trees, and what you can do is you can click these to add them to your brush. We can also click select all. If we then get a big ass brush like this, there we go, and we up the density a little bit and we brush, it makes a random selection, different angles, different sizes, up the intensity, the density a little bit more, I think. And it kind of just places an automatic forest. It's really good. And if you think there's, too many trees and you want to lower those tree amounts, and instead what you want is more sort of low to the ground foliage like so, just select the low to the ground foliage and fill it in. It's amazing. It makes life so much. Look what we just built in like 2 seconds. It's absolutely incredible. It really is. But if you want a little bit more control, there's 2 things we can do. We can knock this size down to teeny tiny size, and that will place, I'm pretty sure. Maybe I need a bit bigger. There we go. One sec. We can do it like that, but the best way to do it is if we go into the new modular pieces. And really, if you're a park builder, this is probably where you'll spend most of your time. So let's take a look through this. We've got several sort of building items here. We've got all the sort of usual shapes you'd expect, and in various different textures. This is the modern set. Of course, we'll have more down the line. We have roofs, which I want to say roofs every time, but roofs is never correct. Roofs is the right word. We have doors and windows. We have structural... There's a fly attacking me. We have structural elements. We have props. It's a bit limited right now, but of course it'll get there. There you go. Has some rope. We have some signs. We've got letters, and of course, good old crowny over here. We have gardening, if you want to do some plant pots and stuff like that. All of these things will scale really nicely, by the way. We have shrubbery and we have trees. So if you want to just place individual trees in your park like that, then you can do that instead. It's really good. It's really, really good. It's just, it gives us all the control. And you know what I'm like. I'm all about the control. Speaking of which, if you're looking at that, you think, okay, they're a little bit too similar. This is the best thing. Never mind the bloody dinosaurs. We're not here for the bloody dinosaurs. The best thing about Prehistoric Kingdom is this right here. So I've clicked my modular single... Tell you what, we can pause it. Hit pause for a sec. Hello, humans. Gaze upon my works in despair. So we clicked our little tree, and if we hit V, we go into this edit button right here, and we can go into scaling edit, and if we want, zoom, we can make a big ass palm tree. The game will just scale and scale and scale and scale, and this way we can build very personalized creative habitats. And if we want to make it taller or wider or skinnier or fatter or whatever we want to do, you know, if I want to make like a big chunky one, we can do that. It's amazing. It's honestly, the scaling technology is fantastic. It's not necessarily going to work as well with trees as it would with, say... guys, the rocks in this game make me so happy. So again, we've got lovely little rock textures here. We've got several different ones. We're building tropical, right? Let's go tropical. There we go. And we can sink them down. There we go. It's just a nice looking boulder. That is a nice boulder, as they say. But if we want to mix things up with our rocks a little bit more, which you know that we're gonna, let's say, oh my god, you're a big boy, aren't you? Let's say, oh, you're a big, I want a little boy. That's a strange sentence, let's not say that again. This little boy over here, okay? We can do the same thing again. We can scale it up, and it will end up looking pretty fantastic. It just looks like a rock. I don't know how the scaling stuff works. Well, I do. I mean, it's scaling a texture, but that's neither here nor there. But it's brilliant. Absolutely bloody brilliant. It really, really is fantastic technology. And it's going to be hard to play games that don't have it going forward, just because of the sheer creativity it offers. I will say there are plans to add new scaling options so we can scale here, which would be a little easier. But you can just click V, click M, no, well, click tick, grab it, and there we go. So you can kind of finagle your way around. It's so good! It's so good! Alright, we're going to use the brush because I want to get a move on and show you guys some other things. So we'll go select. We're going to go a little bit bigger. We're going to keep low density so we retain the control though. Do some tapping. There we go. And I think maybe I want some more ground cover as with last time. So we're just going to grab some of these little brushes over here. And I'm just going to click over here. And there we go. We've built ourselves a nice little habitat. Nothing special, of course, but if you want to whip up a habitat for your dinosaurs in 5 seconds, you can basically do that. Now, there is a couple of things we need to do as well. We need to give them some food. It's a carnivore. There we go, some chunky meat there. And what you can also do is use these straw beds here, which I've sunk into the ground a little bit, to set a designated sleeping area. Now, if we wanted, we can go to the modular tools and we can build caves, we can build shelters, and if we put the hay in there, the dinosaur will know to go and sleep in that area. Right, so we are ready to bring our Tyrannosaurus Rex in. Let's open up the hatchery. Let's grab Hassan. Let's release, and let's click. And there he is. As easy as that. In the future, you'll have to worry a little bit more about how you care for your dinosaurs. And obviously, I think this glass wall would possibly be a terrible idea. But, look at him. What an absolute monster. In the best possible way. I love that feathering, the colouring, the sound effects. I know some aspects of that are still being worked on. I believe the broadcast call for the Rex is one of those things. But we can hop into this mode here. We can change the time of day here as well. Unfortunately, it'd be nice if we could play whilst in photo mode. I would really appreciate that. But if you want to hide the UI... Oh, hello. I don't know where I've gone, but I'm going somewhere. I do feel bad I've given him such a tiny habitat. Oh, look at him! He looks amazing! How you doing, Hassan? Oh, he's a gorgeous creature. Oi, stay. Bad T-Rex. Oh, he just looks brilliant. He's going to go have a nap in the wall, but that's okay. Guys, this is an alpha. I will stress that several times. So, there are a few things we need to do. We can obviously make this look a lot prettier. It's like he's gone through a wormhole. But that's more for future videos. So, if we go into park infrastructure, nope, if we go into guest facilities, we've got a bunch of stuff here. We've got a T-Rex cafe, stuff like this. I don't believe guests use this stuff right now. I believe this is, again, planned more for the future. But if we wanted to, we could add that in. We'll give it a go anyway. Do a little path into there. There we go. Yeah, so they'll ignore it, but if you wanted, nice, easy guest facilities for the future, we've got a cafe, we've got a restroom, we've got a humongous clothing store, little baby restroom, we've got a information kiosk, and we have another visitor entrance tunnel. Oh, she's walking, she's consider. Ah, come on, Clarissa. Would have had the time of your life, I'm telling you, girl. Oh, God, that Rex. Oh, it's beautiful. I will show you all the dinosaurs in future videos, of course. Right, so, yet more to show you, though. Yet more to show you. We have benches, stuff like that. Bam. Awkwardly placed bench. What are you going to do about a game? Nothing, that's what. And if we go into enclosures over here, you see these are all fence options at the moment. But then there's this cheeky little fellow over here. Habitat. I'm going to click that cheeky little button. Mini aviary. Are you excited? You should be excited. So, that is our mini aviary. Right now, looking a little bit depressing. Not gonna lie. Let's make it look a little bit less so. So, first things we need to do, we're gonna grab the same path as over here, I think. We're gonna make it a little bit smaller, and we're gonna put a little bit of a snapping angle on it, just so I've got a little bit more control. I'm gonna start from there. Go straight across. Go straight down. Stop it. This is my bad. Okay, apparently I accidentally stopped recording. Not really sure how that happened. Anyways, moving on. So, we've got our path in. And what we can do here is go and we can change the lighting over here in the restyling sort of area. Now, we can't currently make the game into nighttime, so this doesn't necessarily do that much. But, down the line, let's go for a hot pink. No, let's not go for a hot pink. Down the line, this is going to be a pretty cool feature, I think. Just, have our aviaries raving away there. But one of the cool things we can also do is apply the null set. So if you wanted to decorate your aviary with plant life and stuff like that, without the cage getting in the way, this is what you would do. However, at the moment, I don't believe we can get rid of this sort of grey concrete flooring. So what we want to do, I think, is probably hide that under some stuff. Stuff is cool, concrete isn't cool. So we're going to put a couple of rocks in, just general things to cover the ground a little bit. I have incredible pins and needles in my right foot. Just thought I should all let you know. It is incredibly distracting. I will try to move past it nice and quickly, but I am struggling right now. Oh God, the pain. And then we're going to grab some shrubbery. I've made some shrubbery. We'll sink that down a little bit. And we're just going to try to, generally speaking, obscure the concrete ground. Obviously, we could do this a lot nicer, but just gonna try to get some basic stuff done here nice and quick. Get some variety of colour in there. And maybe I've missed if there's a way to hide it already and I'm being a big dummy. I do miss a lot of stuff, but already it's pretty much gone. If we wanted to make this a little bit more interesting, maybe we could grab some slightly larger plants in there, here and there. Sometimes this will cause issues where the Microraptors go through them, but what are we gonna do? There you go. Nothing particularly special, but hey, and let's put a tree in there. We got like a little baby tree. It's the most baby tree we have. You're a baby tree. Ignore that. That's fine. Okay, so we have our mini aviary. Now we need some dinosaurs. I believe we can have 10, which is crazy. So we're going to breed 5 males, 5 females. Hop, Ki, Jolong, Chief, Misheng, Penny, Maifeng, Lihua, Yu, and Huafen. Our lovely little dinosaurs, and we can also increase the grade of their food, although I don't think that does anything right now. And there they are, folks. There are our Microraptors living their best life. Some of them hopping around, climbing, some of them cleaning themselves. This one over here having a little snooze. It's a sleepy boy or girl. I don't know. Which one are you? Can we find out? No, but we can click and zoom in and follow them around. This one's climbing up the tree. Oh! Where are you off to? What are you doing, buddy? What are you doing? I love them. They're adorable. They are, of course, on looped animations, which is what you'd expect from this kind of thing, but... Oh, they're hanging out together. You two are best friends from now on, okay? Oh, we're off. Where are we going? We're over here. Yeah, it's really cool. It's a great idea. Oh, we're off again. And if you want to change things up a little bit, you could, we could enclose this in walls if you wanted. If you want to just hop into our modular building tools over here, go into walls, grab a wall, and we can kind of just sink that into the ground a little bit like so. And what we do is close the group for that one, add another one in. Bear with me, folks. This is the exciting content you came for. And there we go. Easy enough. And there are groups and stuff like that. And we could enclose the whole thing, and you could just do whatever you want. That's the whole point. This is basically, I would say, the basics of what the game can do right now. The only other thing I want to show you, so elevated paths are very much planned for the future. Will you stop sticking your head through the bloody wall to have a snooze? It's very cute, but... Oh god, okay, nope, you see me. Never mind, let's move away. Elevated paths are going to be part of the game in the future, but if you want to build an elevated enclosure, which, we're going to want to do, what we have to do is use the modular pieces. We're going to go into roofs, and we need to use very specifically, I think it's this one here, slanted roof 4x1. You need the lowest slant possible. We're big on our low slants here. And we could if we wanted. Let's do something very simple here to finish things off. Build like a little raised thingamajiggy. Go into our flat roof pieces like so. And very simply build a sort of glass bottom pathway over the top of our Rex habitat. Sounds like a terribly dangerous idea, quite frankly. But if you want to, you can do that. And in theory, if we speed up time, yes, this brave, noble human has gone first. He's leading the charge. Nope, he's terrified. He's given up. Now we have a new brave human. This is George. Nope, George has given up. Clarissa and Samissa leading the way. Yeah, so there are some issues. These people will fall into the habitat. It is what it is. This man is climbing a tree. These things are going to happen. It's an alpha. Yeah, there we go. There's George. George has no cares in the world. He's going to do what he wants. It is an alpha, guys. We have to expect some bugs and stuff like that. It's not even a beta. This isn't early access even on Steam. This is an alpha. Part of the point of this alpha is, yes, adding more content and stuff, but it's also about finding bugs, about fixing things, about getting the game as good as it can be before you guys at home and everyone else out there in the world, because, we want the game to do really well. Are you sleeping in the water? No, it's like he's having a little... It's like he's a crocodile! Isn't he beautiful? He's absolutely stunning. I love this sort of splay of shocking electric blue in the feathering. Oh, he's an incredible creature. Anyways, folks, that is about it. That is the basics of Prehistoric Kingdom in its current form. It is a lot of fun. We have a lot of creativity. Yes, we need more stuff. We need more props and items and things to build parks. We need more dinosaurs. We need a lot more stuff. But that'll all come down the line. And once you get used to the keybinds in particular, everything just gets a little bit easier. Although I do find I need to check every now and again how things work. But I'm getting there. I am very slowly getting there. I think we can just have these people keep going up. We can build like a death maze. Sounds like something that guy on YouTube would do. That work? Yeah. But they're all in there now. T-Rex is going to have the time of his life. Yeah, anyways, I don't have much else to say. That is the basics of Prehistoric Kingdom. I think I've shown you absolutely everything. Yeah? I'm looking. I think that's the majority of things there is right now. So, this was my introductory video. Of course, now the next step is to build a really nice park. So, I don't want to do time lapses and stuff like that and skipping forward like we would in Planet Zoo quite yet. Just because... Oh, they're just walking in. Never mind the glass. They're just gonna just wander in, not a care in the world. I don't want to do time lapses in Planet Zoo. I still want to talk to you guys and have you be part of that design. Just doing a Mufasa moment. And sort of have you guys be part of that design process. So, my plan for Prehistoric Kingdom Alpha going forward. Over the next couple of weeks, we're going to build a nice zoo featuring all 6 dinosaurs. Maybe one big giant joint exhibit. After that, we might start doing something a little crazier, something a bit more like we do on Planet Zoo, where, I do a 2-3 hour build and we time-lapse it and we talk over it, so we can build some slightly more advanced things. But at the moment, given the lack of pieces over here, The actual exhibit building probably isn't going to get too complex, but there's so much we can do with the rocks and the plant life via the scaling that, you know, we definitely have options. These things are so cute as well. Honestly, just look at him! Just hanging there! It's amazing. Science is amazing. Poking his head through a little bit, being a cheeky little so-and-so. Anyways, so that's the plan right now. Of course, if there's big changes and updates, we'll do videos highlighting that as well. I am... You know, we're going to cover this game for years and years to come, so I don't really want to... I don't want to use the rude term for it, but I don't want to go through everything instantly. You know, we don't want to burn ourselves out. We don't want to do 6 videos in 6 days. That's not the idea. We'll see if I can resist, don't get me wrong, but that's the plan right now. I really hope you guys are excited. I hope you love the look of Prehistoric Kingdom as much as I do. Remember, if you didn't get hold of it via this early access, it will be coming to Steam early access later on this year. I think that's going to be in Q3 this year, although I think it's still up in the air. I think the goal is Q2, but it depends on how the alpha and beta go, basically. Right, I'm going to stop plodding along and chatting rubbish. So thank you so much for joining me. I will see you lovely folks next time. If you want to follow along with the builds we're going to do throughout the alpha, I have a playlist linked down below. Remember to hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Go give the Prehistoric Kingdom devs just an abnormal amount of love. They really deserve it. The fact that the game has come this far, you compare it to where it was when I first started covering it. I mean, look at this! And it's absolutely nonsense, and yeah. Oh, sorry, I'll show you one more thing quickly. I'll show you the other tools. So this is wetland. This is tropical we've seen. This is wetland. This is scrubland, which I really like. It's got these like really tall, skinny trees. And we also have temperate, which I think... Oh no, we did see temperate. There we go. Performance is really good as well, as you can see. Just built a forest. Imagine your dinosaur walking through there. You won't have to because we're going to do it. Right, thank you for joining me. Cheers, much love as always. Bye-bye.
Reaching out.